Hey guys, Prepper Nurse 1 here. You are looking at the supplies that I have for the next project. The next project is building the rack for the solar panels and getting the next 4 panels up. So I got all the wiring and everything else that I need as far as that part of it goes. But I needed to have some kind of frame and I wanted to do something different. So I'm going to kind of explain a little bit what we're going to do. I have pressure treated lumber. The posts, there are 8 footers here in the front, and there's 6 footers in the back. Okay, and then I got these blocks, as you can see there, and each one of these posts will fit into one of those blocks. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here in the 6 footers. I'm going to drop in the ground here, dig down. And I'm going to put a little gravel on the bottom because I still got a lot of gravel over there. So I'll put a little gravel on the bottom, put the block in, put the 2x4, the 4x4 inside the block, and then underneath here, under the tarp, I picked up, and I got more than I needed just because I know I'll use it for another project. I picked up 8 80-pound bags of Quikrete. Okay, so that's more than what I need, so we're gonna set them in, get them in. I think that's what I'm going to work on actually tomorrow. Today is June 1st, and it was an absolutely gorgeous day up here today. It was a nice breeze. Kicked in nice power today, and we'll go in and I'll show you that in a little while. But so I'm going to Quikrete all of them in there. So basically tomorrow, if I get all the posts set and Quikrete in, and then we got to let them set for a day or two, just so it's all in there really, really well. And then we'll work on the frame after that. But I got pressure treated 2x4s underneath here, and these are 1x5s on top, and those are also pressure treated. So what I'm going to do is, the way that I'm going to do it, like if you see how these panels are here, I'm going to have this is going to be obviously off the ground, and it's going to be more on, like I said, that kind of an angle, okay? And I'm going to make this rack that it'll hold 6 of the solar panels. Alright, so the rack that I'm putting up is only going to have the 4 panels in it for right now, because I'll have to add 2 later. So I'm going to set them up where they're going to end up being 2 strings of 3. So I'm going to put tie the 2 together, and then I'll tie the other 2 together, and then run them in run the wire from like here back into the building to the battery room over here in the building. And so then that way, excuse me, they will, they'll tie in together, and that'll be on the new charge controller. Okay. So the way it's going to be, like say it'll be like 3 panels together, obviously without all the wood in between. Okay. And then it's going to be another 3 on top of that. So it's going to be a pretty good sized rack for 6 panels. And then what I'm going to do is, once I get that completely done, and see, I have all this wood here from obviously these ones here. Basically, all I would have to do then is go out and pick up more posts, put the next post in, and then put these 2 together, like say right here, and put these 3 higher up on top. And then this way I'll have 1 there, and I'll have 1 there, and then I'll have my 10 panels up higher off the ground, so that'll be out of the way. And that's what I'm going to do with those, okay? And so I'm going to build this first one for the 4 panels, and then I have all this other lumber and stuff like that I can obviously recycle, and I can use that for the next project, so I won't have to go out and rebuy all this again. I'll probably have leftovers as well, to be honest with you, because like I said, it's going to be a little different setup, and I'll and as I do it, I'll explain it and I'll show you how we're going to do it. But so we're going to have these 6 together like they are right now, but instead of spread out like they are, those 3 would be up on top here, higher up, and then all of this will be like the bottom of the rack realistically will probably be at like this level. So if you look at the panels, like that high off the ground, that's going to be the bottom, and then it'll go up from there. So they'll be higher in the air. They'll be angled, and yes, it's going to be fixed. I'm going to do a fixed thing. I'm not worried about that right now. And then I'm going to make this rack really good and really strong, so that we don't have any problems, and there's not going to be any worrying about the wind or anything else like that. So that's the game plan. That's the next project. I wanted to get these panels up and get them running and making power for us. We had a really good day today. It was really beautiful. I'm going to pan around over here, show you the sky. I mean, the sky is still crystal clear pretty much. Oh, you can see that right up here is the moon. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the moon is right above, like, this tree here, right up in this area. So that's the moon. So the moon is out already. Looks like a half moon, but it's still real blue right now. It's 6:30 at night, and the sun is still out. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much done with getting any sun on the panels for today. But I figure if I get them at a better angle, get them higher in the air, and even if it's a fixed rate type of thing, and that's what it's going to be, it's going to be okay. So let me come back in here. And there's the wire there. It's 120 feet of both the black and the white that we're going to have. We have right now, you know, the Midnight Classic here. I'm going to put another Midnight Classic over on this side. That's going to come in and tie, you know, into here, and then like the white wire is going right into here. The black wire from outside, from the panels, is going right into the Midnight Classic, and then the other, you know, the white is going to come out of there into here. So we're going to have that the same way into the other charge controller, okay? And so that's going to go there. So today we pulled in 4.8 kilowatt hours. I'm actually still pulling in 14 watts right now, which is not a lot, but so, you know, batteries are in good shape, and you know, like I said, it's just it's a work in progress. But once we get this other four up, it's going to make things that much better for us. And so, like I said, it's just a matter of working at it and getting it squared away. But so that's the next project, is getting these next 4 panels up, getting them online, and seeing what kind of power that we bring in from that. It's going to be a substantial increase from what we have now. I mean, like I said, we have 1,500 watts at the moment. That's going to take us up to 1,000. 2,500. The 1,000 is going to take us, and they're under here. That 1,000 watts is going to take us to 2,500, which is a huge jump from obviously where we've been at. If you remember, if you've watched my videos, at the end of this month we'll be here 2 years, and I'll do a whole video on that once we get to that point. It's actually the 22nd of June. It'll be 2 years already, and that's just amazing to me. But our first winter that we were here, I had a 12-volt system. I had 3 solar panels. These were the original 3 panels, and we had a 12-volt system, and we suffered as far as power that first winter, okay? We used the generator a lot. So last year I revamped everything, and we went to a 24-volt system, and we added the next 3 panels, okay? And so that brought us up to the 1,500 watts. My goal, hopefully, and we'll see what happens, by the end of this year I want to be at 3,000 watts. So with having the rack built to hold 6 panels, we're going to only have 4 in it right now. Once it's built, hopefully I add another 500 watts of solar by the end of the year, and that'll bring us up to the 3,000 watts going into this winter coming up later this year. And then we're going to add on from there. I mean, right now the system that I have with the 2 inverters that I have, I can go up to a 4,500 watt system with those 2 inverters. I can obviously upgrade my inverter at any point in time and get a more, you know, a stronger inverter, and I will probably do that down the road, okay? But you know, I'm sorry, not inverter, my mistake, charge controller. I apologize. The 2 charge controllers I have, I can go up to a 4,500 watt system with, and that's because I don't really want to bring in that many more volts into the one line. You don't want to melt your lines and ruin your system. So basically 9 panels, 9 250 watt panels, or 2,250 watts for one Midnight Classic charge controller, the 150. Okay. You know, like I said, then with the other charge controller, again, I can go 9 more panels on that one, another 2,250 watts, which would put us at 4,500. I think if I get to 4,500 watts out here, I will be in freaking phenomenal shape. I don't know what that's going to correlate for the winter, but time will tell. So, but anyway, like right now, with the 4 panels that we got, the rack is going to get built, then those panels are going to go up, we're going to get them online, and we're going to see what kind of production that we get out of that. The best day that I've had with 1,500 watt systems so far this year was a 5.6 kilowatt hour day. That was the best input that I had so far this year. So I'm thinking once we get this next 1,000 panels up, or 1,000 watts up, that we should consistently, you know, be over 5,000 watts, you know, maybe 6,000, 7,000, who knows. I mean, we'll see what we bring in. But it'll be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's like I said, everything's about making our lives more comfortable, and that's what we're working on. And, you know, just working at things methodically, and it gets done. It's amazing. So I'm going to show you this real quick. The garden is doing well. We didn't have any rain today, so we did water this afternoon. And but everything is growing good. Over here, these are really doing well. I'll show you that. They're starting to spread out, which is great. And everything looks really good. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. But so anyway, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them how you feel every day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, whatever you're doing, be methodical. One step at a time, one thing at a time, one day at a time. Excuse me. You're going to reach your goals. Whatever they are, you're going to reach your goals. Nobody can stop you but you. It's STD, guys. And it's funny, but it's an acronym that works. You will get there. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you from, but you. Never listen to negativity. Those people want to bring you down to their level. People are miserable and unhappy, and they want you to be miserable and unhappy. I choose not to be. I have been very, very blessed in my life. I really, truly have. I'm blessed with awesome kids. You know, they are fantastic. They're my whole world, you know. Haven't had so much luck with the ladies, but these things happen. But anyway, that's okay too. It's, you know, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens when it should. But as we continue to grow and do what we're doing out here, it's just going to get better and better. And that's what it's about, is making your life better, methodically working at it. So anyway, I'm going to go. I will see you tomorrow. Prep and Nurse one out for now.